Angles in the same segment. We'll start in geometry and draw ourselves a circle. So we choose the circle tool, tap once for the center and once for the a point on the circumference. Now we'll use the line segment tool to draw the rest of our diagram here. So let's start from B and put a point somewhere down about here for C. Then we'll put D somewhere over here and another point on the circumference up here. And then we just want to connect E to C and D to B. And it looks like we didn't get any extra letters, so we were tapping close enough. Now it looks like they go pretty close to the center here. That really doesn't matter. But if we were worried by that, we could maybe tap onto, let's say, E and move it around a bit so that it's not anymore, and maybe tap onto I'm looking at D here. I think moving D around, there we go. So the center's not really that important in this activity anyway. Now we want to move off to the measurement toolbar and measure the two angles that are standing on this same arc of the circle. So that's this one up here and this one up here. So let's start off with this chap over here. So by tapping onto the angle, we've got a copy of the angle now down here, but we may as well annotate it with angle B. So let's get the keyboard up, head down to the ABC. I've got a Z up there for some reason, it's gone. Let's go for capitals and let's call this angle B. And is equal to, and tap execute. Now if I get rid of the keyboard, you'll see on the screen now we've got angle B up here is 31.46. Now do the same for this angle over here. So we select the two sides that make the angle, and we're going to tap onto this measure icon here, and that puts a copy down here. Then bring up the keyboard, go to the ABC tab, and this is angle E. So we'll tap E and an equal sign and tap execute and get rid of the keyboard again. So here are our two angles. Looks like they're the same, doesn't it? Let's see what happens when we move a few things around. So maybe if we start by tapping onto B to start with, and maybe if I move B down over to here a bit, let's see what happens. Well, the angles are staying pretty equal. They're changing very slightly there, aren't they? But there seem to be this angle here and this angle here identical. Let's try what happens if we move C. So if I move C maybe around a little bit like this, they're definitely changing. Both angles have got a bit smaller. Let's try D. If I move D around maybe up over to here, then the two angles, remember we're measuring this angle here and here. Another thing we could do here is to actually select the two, and rather than measure the angle here, we could have draw attached angle. That puts in an angle there. If I tap off and then do the same for this angle here, draw attached angle, we can achieve the same maybe here. If I move D back a bit over here, you can see these two attached angles are saying very similar. And I think we're done.